everyone, it's your favorite girl Ewatomi. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if this is your first time, please subscribe, share and like, and please don't forget to click on the notification button so you can get notification anytime I upload new video. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate everyone, and I love you all. Today we're going to be talking about a medical condition that affects most women. It's called pelvic organ prolapse. Um, do you guys remember when I told you that my mom passed away while I was young? Yeah, I'm going to be talking about my mom today. Yeah. So, while I was young, I think I can't remember what age I was, but while I was young, yeah, my mom and my dad separate, and um, my mom, I was living with my mom. I was staying with my mom at that time, and not too long, my mom started getting sick, and while she was sick, she was going in and out of hospital, and she was so sick, like so sick. She was losing blood. She was getting sick and sick and sick of she was getting sick every day. At one point she will be fine, next minute she's not fine. And yeah, and I remember when it gets to a point, my mom couldn't, I was the only one with her. So my mom's sister that was staying in Lagos, we were staying in Abeokuta then. So my mom's sister was staying in Lagos, and then I remember that she actually came to Abeokuta and she saw my mom. She wasn't happy at all. She wasn't happy. Like, she was like, Mom, what's wrong with you? Why are you like this? Blah blah blah. And she said, you know what, we need to go to Lagos with her. And my mom, yeah, she doesn't play with me. Like, even while she was sick, she was not ready for me to go and live with anyone. Like, she's me and her 24/7. So yeah, we went to Lagos, and that time they were taking her from one hospital to another. They did different kind of tests. They didn't find out what was wrong with her, and we're also going to different church and different mosques. Even they did we went to different places, literally different places. At one point, the problem we have in Africa, or let me say Nigeria, is that sometimes when something is happening to us, we always think that, oh, it's a spiritual attack. Why? It's probably not spiritual. I'm not saying there's no spiritual power, don't get me wrong, there is, but not every time we have to think that everything is spiritual. And at that time, yeah, they thought like, okay, maybe my mom, one of my mom's worker put something on the chair for her, because at that point, yeah, her womb was coming out from her private parts, and then anytime she goes to the hospital, they will push it back, and anytime they push it back, she always lose so much blood. Like that time, yeah, I'm always like, I was young, but I know everything in my head because I was with her 24/7. Like I said, I stopped going to school. I was just anywhere that, if they take my mom to Abuja today, I'm always with her. Anywhere they take her to, I'm always with her, because my mom was not ready for me to stay with anyone. So at that time, yeah, she was getting sick. She was getting weak and weak and weak. Like, I'm like, I don't want to lose my mom, and I'm always crying, and she's always crying as well, that she doesn't want to die, and like, we just keep going different places, and when you get to a point here, as in, we went to one church, I don't know what they were doing. Maybe, I don't know the church, I can't remember, but I know it was a very big church where we always sleep on the floor. It's like a camp or kind of thing, and at that point here, she was fine. She was fine for some months, and we went back to my mom's oldest sister place in Ikeja. And like everyone was happy that, oh yeah, she's fine, she was okay, but she was so skinny. When I mean skinny, she was so skinny. We're so happy that, oh, she's fine, and all of a sudden she started getting sick again. And like I said, they always push that a womb. When a womb comes out, they always push it back at the hospital, you know. And anytime they push it back, she lose blood. She always lose so much blood, you know. So one day, I was with her anyway. So she started saying different things, that, oh, that her sister should make sure she looks after me, that, oh, how she should make sure I'm well taken care of, blah blah blah, And my mom died in my hand. I can never forget that day that my mom died in my hand. And I'm always having that memory in my head. I'm here to let people know that there's so many things that we women go through, and please, when you're going through anything, make sure you seek medical advice. I'm not saying God doesn't answer prayer. He does, but God creates all this medical stuff. He want us to look after ourselves, look after our body. Make sure you go to the hospital. Make sure you know what is wrong with you, and yeah, you can be treating the spiritual aspect. Pray as well, but prayer without work. You can't be praying and say, God heal me, God heal me. God will heal you, but God, you still need to go to the hospital. At that time, yeah, my mom was, and my mom's family, everybody was more concentrating in spiritual aspects, thinking that, oh yes, she sat on something, oh, they've done voodoo on her, blah blah blah. But you know what, that was not the case. And recently I've been doing some research, on what, and I found out that it's called pelvic organ prolapse. It wasn't anything spiritual. It's I know the devil always look for an excuse. Yeah, that was the excuse the devil used, but still, if they've treated the medical aspect, probably my mom will still be alive today. And please look after yourself, women. Especially when you give birth. Do everything the doctor tell you to do. Make sure you're looking after your well-being, your mental health. Please, my advice to women is that once you give birth, make sure you look after yourself. Do proper medical checkup constantly. Don't just don't just ignore yourself. Don't just feel like, okay, yeah, I'm a mother now, oh yeah, you should be unkept. No, you shouldn't do that. I know when we give birth, when women, when we give birth, we lose self-esteem. But we shouldn't lose it, because at the end of the day, we have to stay alive for our children. Look at me now. My mom died, like she didn't look after herself the way she was meant to. And now I have to live a world on my own without her. I have to go through so many things that if she was alive here, things would probably have been so easy for me, but it wasn't. But I thank God for today. So please, women, look after yourself, and always remember, health is wealth. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching this episode. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Share and like, and always show love to women. We need it. We go through so many things. Thank you. Ciao, ciao.
Hello, this is just a little enlightenment on pelvic organ prolapse, also known as POP. What is pelvic organ prolapse? Pelvic organ prolapse is where organs like the womb or bladder move out of place and press the vagina, making the womb come out of the vagina if left untreated. Here are some causes of pelvic organ prolapse. Vaginal childbirth, which can stretch and strain the pelvic floor. Long-term pressure on the abdomen, including pressures from obesity, chronic coughing, or straining often during bowel movements. Giving birth to a baby weighing more than 8.5 pounds, and also aging. Some symptoms of pelvic organ prolapse are feeling heavy around the lower tummy and genitals, dragging discomfort inside the vagina, feeling like a lump is coming out of the vagina, discomfort during sex, difficulties with peeing, and frequent urination. Sometimes there might be little or no symptoms of pelvic organ prolapse. Medical treatment for pelvic organ prolapse are losing weight if you are overweight, avoiding heavy lifting, and preventing or treating constipation. If the prolapse is more or severe, your symptoms affecting your daily life, there are several further treatment options to consider. This includes pelvic floor exercises, hormone treatments, vaginal pessaries, and surgery.